chest and back. Loving it. Loving it. And I forgot my straps. That's the fun part. I forgot my goddamn straps. But embracing perfect workouts, right? That's my whole thing. Embracing perfect workouts. And look. Millions, and I mean millions of people at the gym have made progress without wrist straps. So I'm not too pressed about it. Anyways, I already did my warm-up on this, so we're just going to jump straight into the first working set, 99 pounds. Am I dumb? I was doing 88 pounds with one hand. I should raise this to 121. Duh. 121? I want to do 143. Let's do 143. Oh, that feels a lot better. Boom. Drop. Round two. That one scene in Ice Age when they go down the ice slide. At the very end of it, they land in the snow and Dago's all hyped. He's like, who's ready for round two? My girlfriend be like, that's the one thing that is kind of unique about lat pull downs is that you can very, very visually see how failure, fatigue, all that stuff sets in as the set progresses, which I love it. Because you can see each time that I try and pull the bar down, I start out being able to pull it down to my chest. But it gets harder to do so each time until I'm not able to pull it down all the way to my chest. Until I just can't pull it down at all. So that's cool. Cool little concept with lat pull downs, but very quick, literally 3 minutes, and we are done with the lats. So, time to do cable flies of the incline variety. I'm sure you incline. Pause. Who said that? Paul? Yeah, no. The only place that I'm really gonna feel it for this exercise, or not this exercise, this workout, the place where I'm gonna really feel it that I'm missing my straps is the cable row. I'm gonna be sitting there. I'm gonna try and pull that shit, and then once I get to about here, I'm gonna be like, ugh, let it go, and then drop it. And it's gonna slam, and then a nuclear explosion is gonna go off. And then everyone in this gym, including me and you watching, dead. So, with that being said, let's set this up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Cool. It's already set up at a weight where I can do a warm up. Do a warm up. Oh shit! You can't see what I'm doing. why don't we turn it? Woohoo! Woohoo! Pop it, twist it, pull it, squeeze it. All right. Ow. I hit my head. That was a 1 rep max. 1 rep. How many reps to get to failure on hitting your head? I feel. There we go. The ideal male form. Yeah. Anyways, back to the workout. Back to the entire reason that you're watching this video, if you're watching at all. I know these videos only get like 4 views at a time. So what I do, 2 fingers right on the upper pec, because that's what this exercise is for. And the upper pec is a really like small, like it's hard to differentiate all pec versus upper pec. So I physically touch the muscle I'm trying to work so that I can think about it as I'm trying to do the exercise. So, yeah. What was I trying to say? I don't remember. So what I was saying, what I was thinking of saying, geez, my vision is blurry. What I was trying to say is, I wish I started recording these videos way sooner. Because I started recording them when I already got to the point where I'm kind of like really hitting the plateau with weights and reps. Because like everyone talks about progressive overload, I'm already kind of progressed to my natural limit. Not like very like I've hit the wall, but I'm not raising the weights much anymore. Because like every few weeks when I started out, it was like, oh, I should probably raise the weight. I've hit 12 reps multiple times now. Let me raise the weight. But now it's like, okay, hit 8 to 10 on the first working set, drop, hit 4 to 6, drop, hit 4 to 6. It's very, very, I'm still growing though. I feel it. So that's interesting. Oh. What is it? So if you're seeing this and you are sorry, I can't think. It's also late at night too. I've been awake the entire day. So I'm just gonna stop talking now and do my next set. Right? Shut up, do the workout. what I was gonna say is you should definitely start recording your workouts before you feel ready, because the entire point of recording your workouts is to see your progress. How can you see progress if you're going to delay starting recordings until you hit a point where you feel like you're valid? Just start recording. That was fun. Keys in my pocket. Cool beans. How is he recording his videos and he has a phone in his hand? Two phones, obviously. I got two phones, one for personal use and one for videos. Huh? Who did that? Who farted? Let's lower this. Let's lower this bad boy. Use it up ever so slightly. There we go. Boom. I can explain. Who is that on the phone? It's Jake from State Farm. Well, what are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? Khakis. She sounds hideous. Well, she's a guy, so. Classic. Great commercial. Whoever wrote that shit, kudos to you. All-time grade. 66. I should probably warm up, actually. Let's do 44. Oh, hello. Slippy. I've been going to the gym for years. I can probably do this a lot more easily than someone who just started working out, which is to identify where in my back I can slack versus keep stiff. The reason that's important is if you go slack and loose on your lower back when you do stuff like this, whether it's a deadlift especially, or this, you could have a herniated disc. I think I herniated a disc like 4 years ago doing deadlifts. Never got it physically checked, but I couldn't lift shit for 3 months, so, probably a herniated disc. So, the reason that's important is because you can go loose on your upper back. You can slacken the upper back when the weight is all the way out here, because that's extra stretch in the rhomboids and the traps and the rear delts. Like literally, your entire back stretches out when you go from here to here. You could stop there, or you could like slack it even more. There's a lot of stretch here. There's a lot of growth here. So pull it back and go back all the way. But if you're here and then your lower back goes like that. Like as you go out, you stay stiff, but then you let your lower back loosen, and you start doing that, and then you pull, and whatever. At high weights, you're asking to fuck up your back. Look at Ronnie Coleman. Dude walks around with crutches attached to his forearms. He has to walk like a dude without legs because his back is so fucked up because of that exact concept. Lifting heavy puts a lot of strain on the back. 99, 110, 121, 144, 165. Yeah. So I'm full stack is 300 pounds. I'm a little bit further than halfway. So we're starting to get to the point where if I do let my lower back unstiffen, that's a lot of shearing force. Like the plates of the spine are like this, but the weight is going that way. It's perpendicular. So the stack of plates and cartilage, it's cartilage, right? I don't know. The soft tissue versus the hard tissue. Instead of compressing or expanding, which it's meant to do, that's what the spine's built for, it gets pulled out of line. That's a herniated disc. We don't want that. So if you're new to the gym, just keep the entire back stiff. If you can differentiate upper back and lower back stiffness versus looseness, be careful, but you'll have more gains that way. That's a callus builder right there. You see that? I don't know if you can see it in the lighting. The line where my skin creased on the handles. Fun shit. Did I really wait? I did. Next set. That dude just did a backflip. Holy shit. Also, if you feel like you tweaked your back on a back workout, doing something like this or doing a deadlift, dead hang right away. I'm probably gonna do that after this workout because I don't have to stretch. I'm gonna do a lot more. A lot more. You ever have those days where you have a lot of going on? A lot of. How long you been lifting? Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide, as I step in the room, I'm a weightlifter, baby. For a second, I had to contemplate, did I actually press the record button? No, because that's just straight up how much blood is not in my brain right now from lifting weights. The blood is in the back, it's in the chest right now, it's in the arms, it's in the hands. It ain't supplying oxygen to my brain, buddy. So, do a few brain cells die because of that? Yeah, absolutely. Am I kidding? Absolutely. No, but with helium, you breathe in helium. They say that it kills your brain cells. No, it doesn't. Take it from me. I've been breathing helium since I was a little boy. I breathe a lot of helium. Uh, yeah, lots of helium. It doesn't kill your brain cells. Let's do some dips. By the way, these dips are like a chest emphasis dip because you can just straight up dip where you're like, right? But if you lean forward, that's more chest. Vector. Oh, yeah. Vector. It's a mathematical term defined by both direction and magnitude. Oh, yeah. Anyways, dips. Woo! Because I am a hard ass about this, and I just refuse to do any sort of exercise that requires extensive setup, I could do weighted dips. I just don't. Because fuck that. I could just do body weight dips to failure and then wait 30 seconds and do it to failure again. And it's basically the same effect. Basically, I know weighted dips would have a more beneficial whatever, but like, I don't feel like doing that, right? And here's the beauty of the gym. You can decide what you want to do. As long as you go and you do something that's related to what your goal is and you're consistent about it, you'll make progress. I feel like Shane Gillis when I do that thing where he's like holding the mic, he says the joke, and it takes a second for people to register what he said. He's like, yeah. So, next set. I felt like a jackass right there. Where I was like down here, and I was like, the Andrew Tate clip where it's like, that's some funny shit. I don't like Andrew Tate, but that one was funny as fuck. Nice. I don't know if you can see it from that side, but like, what I'm seeing, it looks good. And let me turn around. How about that, huh? That would fucking help, right? Woo! Shit. Last set. We got one more exercise. And it is a superset of back extensions and face pulls. Not for hypertrophy, not for muscle growth, but for mobility, for nimbleness. ¡Qué colazo! La mamá de 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 la mamá. Anyways, that there. We don't need this attachment. Where's the attachment? There it is. Let me grab it. When you're rich and famous, they'll let you do anything that you want, you know, grab them by the pussy. If you know who said that, fuck that guy. Terrible human being. Who are we talking about? If you know, you know. Which it should be half of the American population, but if you know, you know. I'm gonna go light on these because I don't have the straps. I mean, I was already gonna go light, 50 pounds, but now I'm just lowering it to 40. You don't want to go heavy on this because the back extensions, especially, like, that's another shear force on the spine. No, thank you. So, anyways, stiff lower back, and it's purely a hip hinge movement. Now we did 10. Let's do 10 of the face pulls. Now, why these two exercises in particular for mobility instead of hypertrophy? Because what do old people have trouble with? Bending over to pick things up, or putting their arms over their heads. You'll see, you can ask an old person to lift their arms up and they'll stop right here. No. I want to be 85 years old with like moving houses, and I got like a goddamn 20-pound box, and you know the most efficient way that I can pick it up and move it is by putting it over my head like this. Right. And these two exercises help with that. The back extensions for bending over and picking things up. You know, when you stand up, you do this to pick something up. That's a hip hinge. And then the inverse of that, when you're down there going back up, is the back extension movement. So, next superset. Boom. Done. And that is just about, without me being a fucking yapper, the most efficient chest and back day that you can have. Because if I wasn't talking, real shit, if I was not talking for this workout and I just did my shit the way that I was supposed to, we would have been out here in about 21, 22 minutes. So, rapid fire, Good shit. We're out.